Hi everybody, welcome to the replay. For those watching this on the replay, I'm going to wait a couple of minutes to see if people come on live as well. And I will just refresh the page so I can share it a couple of places as well. And just to let you all know whilst I'm thinking about it, I'm actually trying to change my page name again. And guess what? I think Facebook doesn't let you do it because I recently just changed it slightly, and I think it's like 60 days you have to wait or something. So I'm having not a battle with Facebook. That's the wrong thing to say, totally, but like just basically trying to put through the request, and it just like seems to get ignored the whole time. So I'm just seeing what's going on with that. But you might see me pop up as a different name on this this page. Basically, it's just going to be my name, Emma Combs, rather than anything else. But yes, here we go. Let me just share this out whilst I'm waiting. 1 second. One moment. Hi everybody joining. When you join as well on the replay as well, just say hi in the comments and I'll come and say hi to you. It's always nice to know who's watching. And one more. Oh, I can't type with one hand. 1 second. Awkward positioning. Hang on. Cool. Okay, so let me get started because I'm not sure if anyone's going to join live today. It's Thursday. Wow. I lose track of days. I don't know about you guys, but being an entrepreneur, I guess, isn't it? It's like every day is like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever. It doesn't matter. But yes, it's Thursday. Happy Thursday, everybody. And I wanted to come on and talk to you a little bit about, you know, manifesting basically again, and what's really helped me in terms of, you know, I was kind of chasing the money, and you know, although I actually did get there, hi everybody joining live, there's certain keys you can use to actually help you manifest more quickly and in a richer way, if that makes sense. So I'm going to take you through it now, and that should hopefully make sense to you and everything else. Just let me know in the comments below who's here, because it doesn't always show me, and I know the comments don't always pop up. I have no idea what's going on with Facebook lately, but yeah, do let me know. Hi Kirsty, how are you? I saw your post, I think it was yesterday. It was a really great post. Thank you for the hearts, lovely. So yeah, basically this is one of the things you want to, if you want to manifest money in your business, you want to create more money in your business. One thing to really think about, hiya, oh good, glad to hear it, is what you're going after. And for me, sometimes I was creating financial amounts every month. Thank you so much for the love. I'm good, thank you, really, really well. Yeah, sometimes you can be going off and like creating sort of financial amounts that you want to hear, and there's nothing and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, monthly targets, weekly targets, whatever it might be, like, you know, 6 monthly targets, 3 monthly targets, doesn't matter. So you might be have these ideas in your head about what you want to create. The real key that I found is so much easier in terms of the manifesting, because it's really about, like, you know, getting into the feeling state of having it, right? Is actually to attach that money to something tangible. So instead of going for the money, think about what am I going to use that money for? Because at the end of the day, money is a means, isn't it? It's not actually the thing that we want. It's what we can do with the money that we're actually looking for, right? And it might be a lifestyle thing. It might be a holiday, a vacation. It might be, you know, investing in a coach. It might be investing in something else for your business. It could be, you know, taking the family away, whatever it might be for you. Think about what is it you want to create with that money? What is it you need that money for? And also, obviously, another little bonus tip that a lot of you may or may not have heard is when you're thinking about what you actually want to create in your life as well, you know, say you want to hit the 6-figure mark, or you want to hit multiple 6 figures, whatever it might be, or 7 figures. What does your life look like, okay? What are you actually going to spend money on? Like, how are you going to utilize that money? What do you want to have? Do you want the cleaners, the housekeepers, and all that kind of stuff? Write it down. Figure out how much it costs. You know, what is the house that you want? All this kind of stuff. And we forget to do it. I was forgetting to do it as well, actually, ironically. We all do. I think we all go, you know, don't get detailed enough. And one thing I do know is that, and one thing I've done in my life previously as well, is actually worked out, okay, how much, the lifestyle I want, how much does it cost? How much does it cost to, you know, I'm going to be flying out to see Jack Canfield. So the first thing I did when I manifested that was I wrote down exactly how much is this going to cost me? Childcare, right? Because I've got 2 kids here. My husband's away on a cruise ship working that week, so I know that I'm going to need childcare. You know, flights, accommodation, the actual cost of the event, all these things. And I wrote them down specifically. And so I knew how much I needed, but what I'm manifesting is that event, if that makes sense, the Jack Canfield thing. So I was imagining myself in the room with Jack Canfield and the other ladies that are going to be there, Becky Dixon, and like all the kind of people that are going to be out there. But I was manifesting that. I was imagining it to become true. I was imagining being in the room with all of them, you know, having fun, like getting the breakthroughs and the up levels and everything else, being on the plane. Like at the moment, what I'm trying to manifest, and that, you know, I'll share this with you guys, is to fly Virgin sort of upper class as well. So I'm imagining myself doing that, looking at the pictures, you know, all these kind of things. And you know, it's funny actually, because I've always thought, for me, vision boards don't work when there's people on them. For some reason, I can't connect to people's faces very well. It's like, well, that's not me, so I'm not really feeling that picture or whatever it is, right? Especially when I was used to, you know, I was doing the whole manifesting a man thing back in the day. That was really difficult. I never could get into it. But when it comes to stuff like this, you know, like maybe flying first class, or, you know, just staying in a nice hotel, or an event you want to go to, or whatever it is, then you can really utilize the visualizing things, you know, like the vision boards and everything. I think that can really help. Thank you for that, love Kirsty. But yeah, so let me know, how are you like, tell me in the comments below, are you using vision boards? Do you sort of like go after like monetary amount yourself in your manifestations, or do you go more after the thing that you're looking to get with that money? Because really, ultimately, that's the end benefit, that's the end goal, isn't it? The thing that we're looking to get with it. So think about that, right? Are you actually going after the money amount and just thinking, I want to be, you know, that 6-figure coach, I want to be that 5-figure a month or multiple 5-figure a month coach, multiple 5-figure weeks, whatever it is you're looking for? Or is it the lifestyle? And if it is, hi Tina, how you doing? If it's the lifestyle, how are you going to spend the money? How are you going to utilize it? How is it going to, you know, flow through and come in and all the rest of it, right? Really think about that, because I remember back at, you know, I don't know how long ago it was, when I worked out, you know, I was watching something, or I can't remember where I got it from, but basically work out what are the costs of living, basically. The house you want, the childcare if you've got kids, you know, how many holidays, vacations do you want a year, you know, what other little things, you know, gym memberships, everything, like organic food, blah blah blah, all this kind of stuff. I have a vision board with my end goals rather than money, because I feel more motivated by the experiences rather than, yeah, exactly, Kirsty. And it's something that I was thinking, because I was doing the whole there's a live stream further down this page on the whole Mike Dooley triangle, and with the figure that you want to create per month. And I definitely think that can work, because I did that one month and the next month I hit multiple 5 figures, right? So I definitely think that can work. But for me, I can get more into the emotional state and the manifestation state, probably like you, Kirsty, as well, of actually feeling the experience, because that's exciting. The money itself is exciting, but then it's like, that's it. But the experience is so much more rewarding, if that makes sense, because the money itself, it's exciting to say, yes, I've hit this target, reached this amount, whatever it might be. But it's the experience that you're wanting with that money, or the thing you're wanting with that money, whatever it might be, you know, whether it's, you know, giving to charities even, you know, creating more abundance for your family, for your friends, you know, giving back to the people that you want to give back to, or investing in the things you want to invest in, whatever, it doesn't matter, right? But we can often get more emotionally attached to those things and just really feel good, and, you know, into the imagining of actually having them in our lives. So yeah, just think about that when you're manifesting. Are you going for a monetary amount, or are you going for the actual thing? And which one are you more emotionally attached to? Just use whatever works for you. I always say this, it doesn't matter how you manifest. There's so many different techniques out there. What matters is that you can get into the feeling state of having it. That is the key to manifestation, is feeling it, getting excited about it, and knowing deep within you that it is coming in, and you have it. And one of the most biggest things people get stuck on as well with manifestation is the whole I am sort of wishing for that, I'm praying for that, I'm wanting for this, and they forget that as soon as they pray or wish or anything for something, they're putting it outside of themselves, they're putting it in the future, and the universe or quantum physics or whatever you know want to say is, yep, okay, so it's in your future, so we'll keep it there, because that's what you're saying, that's what you're affirming, that's what you're believing, you know, it's in your future, not now. So you have to get into the actual present moment of having it now, and really believing in that now, okay? So remember that when you're manifesting, remember whatever gets you into the feeling state, just really go for that, and tune into it, find out, experiment. Like some of my clients, I give them kind of experiments in terms of what's the thing that's going to get you into the best feeling state. Is it like journaling? Is it imagining it in your mind? That's what works for me. I'm very visual. Is it speaking things to yourself and the auditory sense of it, or listening back to things and all this kind of stuff? I also think that if I had X amount of money today, how would my life look and feel different? Yeah, perfect question. And then I focus on what I would do or feel exactly that amount. Exactly, right? What would my life look like when I am that XYZ that I'm actually going for? What would it look like? What would you be doing? You know, and one of the things my coach has just spoken to me about, which is very true, if you were living at that as that 7-figure business owner, 6-figure business owner, whatever it is, you'd already know, like, for example, for me, where I want to send my kids to school or what nanny I want to use and all these kind of things. I already know that. So find out. It's like, I remember Paul McKenna saying, this guy was trying to create more travel in his life, and every single weekend, like, this is insane, but it worked, right? Every single weekend he'd pack his suitcase and go and stand at I think it was Heathrow. He'd go and stand at Heathrow and watch the planes with a packed suitcase, right? Now that is intense, right? He used to do that every single week. And then what happened is, guess what? His boss called him in and said, oh, we want you to be our international agent, blah, 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 and travel all over the world. And not only had he been doing that, he'd obviously had a vision board, right? Yeah, he'd had a vision board with like this beautiful scene and everything. And anyway, one of the travel trips he went on with his work, he went to this hotel in somewhere like Hong Kong or somewhere, and he realized the scene on his vision board was the exact view he had from his hotel room. Like, that's, yeah, exactly. That is how specific it works, and there's so many stories I've got of things like that happening. So the more you do it, the more you make it become real. It's like, if you want to move, stop packing, right? If you want to go on holiday, make sure you've got all your holiday clothes and your suitcases ready and everything else, and things like that happen. And also, where do you want to go? Look at prices. Do it as if you already have the money to have it, or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, do it as if it's already manifested. You know, as soon as I wanted the Jack Canfield thing, the first thing I did was look okay, on flights and hotels, how much are they going to cost? Okay, this is where I'm going to stay, or I wonder where, you know, depending on where the event is, where I'm going to be staying and stuff. This is where when the flights go out, this is what I'm going to be doing. Speaking to my childminder, can you cover the dates? I didn't have the money at the time. But I knew it was going to happen, and I knew, absolutely knowing within me, this is going to happen, it's going to manifest somehow, and it already has and is doing, right, as we speak. So it's just having that, okay, acting as if it's already happened. You don't always have to put the money down for something, if that makes sense, or have the money there for you to go out and actually take the actions that it takes to you know, as if you had that money or whatever it is that you're needing for that manifestation, right? So think about that, okay? And I also want to remind you guys of my mastermind that's coming up 1st of May. I still have spots available. I'm going to give you the rundown of everything you get, but I really am looking forward to getting some high vibe people in this, because it's going to be so much fun. Just have a amazing 6 months and total transformation, because I'm all about going deep within, and like, if there is anything stopping you from manifestation, it's not just all the, you know, the things that we're talking about right now. That's major part of manifestation. Sometimes people can have stuff within them that they are not conscious of, that's actually stopping them from manifesting, or like, you know, kind of tweaking the manifestation to not really work out right, because they have unconscious blocks that they're not aware of. And I don't really like the word blocks either, because even that is a mindset thing. You know, there's no block there. It's just an you know, it's a figure of speech that we create, and then our mind creates a block to happen, even though it's not even there, right? But there might be certain beliefs or something that you've got hold of, or patterns from your childhood or whatever it is, so you're not aware that actually the thing that you're really wanting is somehow being I don't know another word, but you know what I mean, kind of like not coming in as quickly or easily as it could do. And it's also a major mindset shift in terms of earning more money, stepping up as a leader and the powerful person that you are, and owning your worth and really stepping into your power. And that's what I'm all about with people, and just getting to that to that place where they totally and utterly believe in themselves, so they're completely unstoppable, unshakable in their confidence, and going out there in the world and living their mission and getting the money that they want for it, like receiving that with love and joy and everything else, and knowing that they're worth it. Okay, because so many people I see with money mindset issues, majorly, right, we, you know, and we all have them as we up level, obviously it never stops, but there's people out there with serious money mindset issues that are charging so little for their services, and they don't need to be, because they're not owning their worth. And you know, part of the transformation is that. So we're going to be going deep into that kind of stuff. All kinds of strategy, if you need it, is there obviously as well. But really, I'm just someone who finds it very easy to see inside people and see what's going on for them, seeing the patterns and everything that's holding them back. And we're going to have personal one-on-one time with me, 3 calls. Oh, thank you, Kirsty. 3 personal calls with me, 3-hour-long sessions. And for those who pay in full before the end of March, the next 3 people, you get an additional, can't even talk, an additional 3 hours with me as well. So that makes it 6 in total for those people. And we have bi-weekly Zoom calls, again, so you get my one-on-one attention in terms of your brain, mindset blocks, whatever it might be, patterns, stuck points, you know, guilt, shame, all these kind of emotions that come up that stop us from like owning our worth, being in our power, just being out there and like being unapologetic in terms of our voice and what we're saying and speaking our truth, and just being totally and utterly free to be ourselves. Because ultimately, I believe that you know, we need to get back to the truth of who we are, and that involves removing all the layers of conditioning we've had throughout childhood, throughout our teenage years, throughout our adult years, wherever it's come from, right? Just removing all that conditioning that has either kept us small or limited in some way because we've believed in either what someone else has said, or we've made a decision at a certain age, or whatever it might be, right? When you remove all those things, you become powerful, purpose-driven, and totally free to be yourself. And when you're doing that and you're living your purpose, that's when the abundance comes. And, you know, there's no, and this is what, you know, I'm passionate about as well. There's no difference between me and you, or like you and a multiple 6-figure, 7-figure coach in terms of probably what you're doing. I know that you're good at what you do, and yet you don't own that. And the only difference is the mindset. And I've learned this so many times in my life, over and over again, when I tripled my income in my sort of consultancy that I was doing, and also even in this business as well, when I went, you know, I know a load of you know that I went from a few £100s a month to multiple 5 figures. It's all mindset. And yes, some skills, definitely some skills involved in that too, which I will be teaching you as well. But it's so much about mindset. It's so much about releasing the blocks and releasing the limitations and releasing everything else that you're thinking are wrong, and all these rules we have and everything else. So we're going to be going deep diving into all of that for 6 straight months. I'm going to be keeping you accountable. I'm going to be keeping you doing the work, because how many of us know to do the work and don't do it as consistently as we think we should? You're going to have a private Facebook group, obviously, to align with everybody else in the mastermind. Yes, bi-weekly Q&A over Zoom, training each month as well. I'm looking to get a few kind of guest experts, or like a little bundles from them in terms of helping you with maybe potentially, I'm not going to say yet because I haven't confirmed anything, but some really good stuff, trust me, from some really amazing people as well. Yes, weekly accountability, me live streaming into the group. You know, you guys know what I'm like, especially if you've worked with me before, in terms of just like being there for you, questions and answers, anything, I'm there for you. You have complete access to me and my brain throughout this 6 months. And you also get my 5 days to 5 figures, which is all the kind of strategy behind it. And people have made like £15,000 just from that training as well, like in, I don't know, when it was like a week or 2 weeks or whatever it was. So it's powerful stuff, okay? And you are absolutely guaranteed to get results if you go through this training, you do this 6 months mastermind with me, and you do the work, okay? I know that for a fact, because there's no way you can come out of this the same person that you went in. Absolutely no way. You will be transformed. That is absolutely the truth, the God's honest truth from the bottom of my heart, honestly. So at the moment there are still 3 spots to get in for, and let me get the dollars amount as well. It's $5,650 paid in full for the next 3 people who pay in full before the end of March. And you also get those 3 extra bonus one-on-one sessions with me. That's £4,500 for anyone in the UK. And after that, it will be going up to $8,700 paid in full, and £7,000. And there are payment plans on that one as well. I'm going to be keeping the numbers small because I want it to be small, intimate, and, you know, just for me to be able to give my all to the people in that mastermind, and for you guys to really resonate with each other, and just, you know, have a great time, and just like, you know, real high vibe experience and everything else, and really supportive and, you know, love based and everything else. That's what I'm all about. Oh, thank you for the hearts. So if you are interested in that at all, do PM me. Spots are limited, and like I say, these offers as well, the sort of pay in full offer is only until the end of March. So PM me for details. And if you do, hi Liz, how are you? If you do come in on those sort of pay in full, sorry, I can't remember the price, I'm so bad with remembering numbers. The $5,650 or £4,500, you get those 3 extra one-on-one calls with me. We can start this month or next month or whenever you feel is appropriate as well, so we can get going straight away and get you started. And I do have like a welcome pack for people now, in terms of what I'm going to be telling you and wanting you to do to start off on the right foot and to get those manifestation and mindset muscles really flowing, so you can absolutely, you know, get to those 5-figure months or whatever it is for you in your business, and just absolutely and totally up level your income, up level the person you're being, right? This is what it's about. As within, so without. Whatever is in your outside world is a reflection of you. It's you, right? It is all you. It's always all you. That's why we're breaking through any kind of blocks you have. And it's just, you know, really about up-leveling yourself. And when you do, you own your power, you own your worth, you charge more for your services, people say yes to you more on sales calls, you get more sales calls, you know, on the phone. You're unapologetic, and you're not scared to sell stuff or to go out there and actually tell people about your offers and your programs and everything else, and really own the power of them and how powerful they are, and, you know, how good they are and everything else, because you are totally and utterly believing in yourself. And it's all that confidence and that conviction in yourself that we're going to be working through and everything else, right? So this is going to create major up levels for you, and so I highly recommend, definitely PM me if you are interested. And I hope the live stream has helped you. If you are watching this on the replay, please do comment below and just let me know what you got out of this, and if you're watching this live, and if you do find valuable, you know, value, God, I can't even speak this morning, value in this, please, you can actually share this live stream as well. Thank you for all the love, Kirsty. You can actually share this. I think it's by the bottom left hand side, there's a share button, so if you would share this out, I would absolutely love that as well. But I'll speak to you all really, really soon. Thanks so much, Kirsty, and we'll speak soon, everybody. Bye bye.